He don't owe me no respect. He owe you respect. He don't owe me nothing. Only thing he owe me is the time and the motherfucker.
But I still feel like if you're sexually active with the man, he owes you some respect. You don't think so?
Well, I feel like he owe me respect.
Because it's like, no. I mean, he owes you respect. I mean, okay.
You are separating respect from truth. I can be respected, also without being truthful. The same thing could be the same. It could be the truth at the same time.
Melody just used the ultimate trump card, you guys. Check out this. A secret recording that may alter everything has just come to light. The tape in question purports to reveal conversations that Martell did not want the public to hear. Now for the crucial query, what exactly is on this tape? And how did Melody obtain it in the first place? Rumor has it that she has been playing chess. She has been keeping receipts for a while, according to some sources, waiting for the right time to reveal them. Based on what we're hearing, this could reveal much more than just tumultuous relationship drama. Although the history of Martell, Arionne, and Melody is undoubtedly messy, this turn of events may be the most messy to date. This love triangle has been nothing more than a complete mess for years. In the past, Martell and Melody were a power couple who raised children, built businesses, and looked like the ideal combination. However, Martell spent years surreptitiously hanging out with Arionne Curry. It wasn't just whispers when the affair was eventually revealed, it was full-fledged in public. Naturally, Melody had no intention of playing the fool. Instead, she filed for divorce, shoved Martell aside, and concentrated on her own achievements. However, Martell and Arionne's drama continued to escalate even after she moved on, so it wasn't like they kept things tidy. While Arionne was out here posting subliminals, disparaging Melody, and pretending that she had won a prize, Martell was alternating between publicly supporting Arionne and attempting to make amends with Melody. Not to mention that Arionne wasn't merely a side chick. She had his child after Martell's brief affair with her, which only made matters worse. The back and forth between these three has been non-stop, with Martell often trying to paint himself as the victim while still refusing to take accountability. Melody has, at least it appeared, been out here unperturbed in the meantime. Her priorities remained her children, her work, and her own tranquility. She has obviously been monitoring things behind the scenes, though, in anticipation of the ideal opportunity. Let's now discuss how this confession even surfaced, as the manner in which it was made public is as outrageous as the contents. It appears that this was more than just a casual slip-up. The recording shows Arionne revealing the truth to Martell, and what's even more bizarre is that it wasn't just a friendly gossip session. Arionne reportedly vented about her predicament while unaware that she was being filmed. Who actually captured this audio is the real question. Arionne was allegedly speaking with a friend she trusted, according to some sources, but it was obvious that the friend had other ideas. Boom, they hit the record and then let her speak. The next thing you know, Martell's future is in doubt as this tape starts to circulate. The intriguing part now is whether this leak was deliberate. Because let's face it, Melody is shrewd. Some believe she may have been directly involved in releasing this, particularly if the recording reveals precisely what she needed to demonstrate. Arionne might have been set up to talk because he believed Martell was just venting, but there's also a chance that someone else wanted to make fun of her. You should reconsider if you assumed this was simply ordinary drama, as this recording has the potential to permanently damage Martell. Not only was Arionne talking in circles, but she was revealing Martell in a way that had never been seen before. The extent of the manipulation was more important than his affair, based on what has been said. Arionne is accused of exposing Martell's years of deceiving her and Melody, his use of mind tricks to manipulate both women, and his lack of intention to fully commit to either of them. One of the most startling revelations was when Arionne acknowledged that Martell had deceived her into thinking she was unique, that she was not like Melody, and that they would one day be together without all the drama. However, the fact that Martell didn't prioritize Melody even after she left hit him hard. Rather, he kept juggling women while lying about his financial status and behaving as though he had more control over the matter than he actually did. Another shocking revelation from the tape, Arionne is regretting the way things turned out and has come to the realization that Martell was not the man she had assumed him to be, either emotionally or financially. For the longest time, she believed she was upgrading, that she had the upper hand over Melody, but now she sees the truth. Martell isn't the provider he made himself out to be. He isn't as stable as he pretended to be, and worst of all, he never really respected her. And let's not forget the money situation. Arionne implied that Martell's wealth isn't as great as he would like people to think. She allegedly discussed how he found it difficult to support himself after the divorce, how he relied on her for more than just emotional support, and how he even made promises about their future that he never intended to follow through on. Martell is extremely embarrassed if all of this is accurate, as the story he has been promoting has been completely demolished. Martell was not going to take this lying down, as you are already aware. As soon as this recording began to circulate, he immediately went into damage control. Martell had to respond, but what did he do rather than accept responsibility? He switched to deflection mode. He first attempted to pretend that it was a hoax, implying that he was the true victim in all of this and that people were out to get him. He then resorted to his typical strategies, accusing haters. When that failed, as though she hadn't been the one supporting Arionne all along, they were disparaging Melody and even using passive-aggressive language. Martell never completely refuted the statements on the tape, which is the most telling aspect. He tried to divert attention from it instead, hoping that people would forget about it. Nevertheless, he was criticized by fans and bloggers on social media for being a manipulator, a liar, and a man who destroyed his own family over an affair he couldn't even maintain. Martell truly fumbled his entire life just to be exposed by the same woman he cheated with, according to a commenter. You cannot fabricate this. In addition, we now have Arionne out here verifying what Melody has been trying to tell us about this man for years. Melody sits pretty while watching Martell's world fall apart because, let's face it, she played this role flawlessly, and the clown show writes itself. Melody doesn't even need to speak as Martell frantically attempts damage control, and it's that silence that's making things worse for him. She's not defending herself on social media, she's not having tense back and forths, and she's most definitely not giving Martell more attention than he merits. When you think about it, she's simply letting the facts speak for themselves, which is the ultimate power move. One important finding from the entire situation is that Melody always knew who Martell was. She attempted to warn others and move on, and she succeeded in doing so. However, each time she advances, Marceau is somehow exposed once more, and the best part is that she doesn't have to do anything. However, Melody's popularity is skyrocketing, and the fact that she left, got back up, and is now succeeding while Martell is out here fumbling. Not to mention that Melody's silence is a calculated move rather than merely a response to the drama. That's karma doing exactly what it's meant to do. By remaining silent, she is allowing Martell to ruin himself. People become more hostile toward him the more he tries to defend himself. The more he talks, the worse he appears. In Melody's opinion, that is the best situation since she can just watch everything happen without having to make an argument or provide an explanation. Where do we go from here then? Because believe me, this is only the start. First off, is this the final stage of Martell's reputation? He has already had a difficult time repairing his reputation following the divorce, and this recording is only making matters worse. People won't soon forget the openly displayed way he treated Melody and Arionne, and given Martell's history, it's likely that he will attempt to avenge Melody. He will likely post indirect messages, attempt to change the facts, and possibly even assert that he is the true victim in this situation. The fact is, though, that no one is buying it at this time. His pattern is too clear. What about Arionne, though? Will she now become even more hostile toward Martell? Although she may have already criticized him in this recording, she may begin to reveal even more of his secrets if she is truly coming to terms with who he is. One thing is certain, Martell Holt just took a hit from which he may never fully recover. I don't blame you if you weren't prepared for this kind of drama today. The truth is that this recording did more than simply reveal Martell's lies. It validated all of the suspicions that people had about him, including the fact that he wasn't as in control as he believed, and the way he manipulated both Melody and Arionne. His entire performance broke down at this point, and to make matters worse, he exposed himself. It wasn't even Melody. She acknowledged that Martell sold her a dream and left her to bear the repercussions, but Arionne put everything on the table. Financially, emotionally, and otherwise, she came to the realization that he is not the man she had assumed him to be, and she is now at last realizing that she played herself as much as he played her. In the meantime, Melody didn't have to do anything. She allowed the truth to surface naturally, and now she has the last laugh. Let's face it, Martell is out there attempting to limit the damage because he knows he's losing, but there is nothing he can do to stop it at this point. What do you all think then? Will Martell's story come to an end? Do you believe that Arionne will reveal even more of his secrets, or is he going to attempt to change the course of events once more? Leave your comments with your thoughts.